go. Hopefully those are the last ones that need to go up, and that's a way to start the morning off. Good morning, and hopefully we finish with this thing today.
Good morning. We are back at her here again this morning. Another day of putting some beans in. At least that is the hope and wish. So what we're into is something we haven't done. We're going to be zero tilling beans today. This is a field that we were hoping to actually strip till last fall. Then due to many different circumstances, that did not happen. So I guess rain last fall made it didn't happen. So never done this before. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna have to do some setting changes, but before we get too excited about that, just did a bit of planting here, and let's see where we're at. And yes, this ground is hard. Remarkably, it is right there. It's kind of actually in moisture. That part's good. The part that I'm gonna be a little worried about, I'm not sure how this is gonna go, is to get areas like this where there's a bit of growth here or whatever, however this happens. Now are those beans? It's still cutting in there nicely. I do think I'm gonna end up going a little bit deeper though. If I knew we were getting rain tomorrow, I would probably leave it, but there is no such thing even in the forecast. Right here, if it was all like this, I also would not be worried, because yeah, that's like ideal. Okay, I think we are not ideal. That is a given. We're gonna go 1/4 inch deeper. So how we do that on this planter is you go here and 1 revolution. We'll do that. It's gonna go much quicker though if I turn the camera off here for a second. I can probably go quick and whoop and be done. So I will okay, so I got those all changed. I went 1/4 inch deeper, so we're going to be running in that somewhere right between 1 and 1/4 inch and a half, probably closer to 1 and a half. I don't want to go deeper than that. I think we should be okay with that too. So again, chances are we're going to do this one field that depth, and then we'll have to change it back up. Or here's sobering, because I don't like going deep in beans. So
Well, the end is in sight. I'm a little over a hydro pole left from the end, and it is 12 o'clock Saturday, May 10th, and hopefully we're done with this unit. Anybody that for anybody that grows canola in southern Manitoba, at least, has an idea what I'm talking about. It's kind of a what we call a crapshoot Windia seed canola, because it wants to go into warm ground. You want it to come up quick, but we also have the fear of frost, flea beetles, warm weather. It's a crapshoot. So yeah, we've reseeded canola more often than any other crop by far. In fact, I don't even know if we've ever reseeded anything else. But yeah, we kind of got to go with it and hope that you make the right call. So the ground is warm. I've got a little bit of a blunder here. I gotta fix that. Just a little strip there. And you kind of make the call and you go with it. I told Daryl in years past that I don't want to see canola past any earlier than May 15th, and here we are, we're done on May 10th. So you take the temperature, you take the climate, you take your conditions, you take it all into consideration, and sometimes you do things that you don't typically do. So anyway, the other thing is you kind of like, if there's moisture to get it into, you want to get it into that. So yeah, that's where we're at. We'll know in the next, I would say for sure in the next 2 weeks, we're gonna know whether we're done. For sure 3 weeks. But for now, we are done with this unit. Daryl has now got a half section in. I gotta Daryl's done with his unit, and or not done. Daryl's got a half section of beans. He's moving over at 240. I think he's hoping to finish that 240 acres yet. And the hopes is that we can be done our soybeans. I'm hoping for sure by Wednesday next week, and rolled everything. They're calling for anywhere. I've heard reports of anywhere from 1 inch to 3 inches of rain. So if we can get that, we can get seeding done, that would be awesome. So, anywho, we're gonna move this unit home and move on to the next thing.
Okay, so we got this field done, and this is gonna be on a wing and a prayer. We always have at least one field in here where you go at the end of it and say, well, we need the good Lord to bring a rain to cover up the boogers on this one. So, and I think this is the field. In hindsight, likely probably should have harrowed this one, but I was not wanting to do that and dry it out more, because then I would have needed rain anyway. But just a bit more straw in here than what I was carrying for. But it's done. Mistakes have been made, and we'll see what happens. So again, we do the best that we can. In this case, probably not the best that I could have done, but it's done. And now it has to be put in higher hands, because that is what I've done. So we'll go from there. But so I've got, because of the time of day, I've picked which field I'm going to go to next based on size. Still just digging around, and there we are in moisture. Getting distracted again, I am. Anyway, I pick next field I'm going to is a 240 acre field. The reason I'm going to that one is there's a 140 acre field I was going to do in the middle, but if I do that, then I get it done probably by, I don't know, supper time. And then what do I do for the rest of the day? So goal is to go to this bigger field, the 240, and then hopefully I can get that done. So we end up with more acres for the day total done. So that is the plan. And now we move. Okay, so we are back on a field here. That was worked. This was Oats Field last year. Sorry, I know it's still running. That's been a long haul school. But anyway, so we are into the field that's worked. Much softer, way less trash. So I'm thinking I may have to back it up moisture-wise or depth-wise, but we're gonna see. We're gonna leave it right there. Again, if we knew there was moisture coming. Should have brought my handy dandy gauge. I'm gonna say we're a good 1.25 inches. Well, I'm gonna do the headlands and up and down, and I'll reassess because if you get off the headlands, things tend to change a little bit too. So don't know why that is. It just is. So okay, we will have at her, and we got a 240 acre field here. What does 240 acres equal? Well, that's 3/4 of a mile that way, half a mile that way. So I think there's a total of, oh man, I gotta think now, 44 passes roughly, so 22 up and downs. So we'll be here for a little while anyway, but the goal is still finishing it up today. We can.
Well, Peter had a wedding to go to today, and he did a little bit of rolling, but got my boy Parker going. And he's been going good. And he just pulled into the field that Daryl is planting. So, not sure where Daryl's at, but I know he's had a good, a nice run today. Nothing super crazy, but he's looking like he's finishing. He'll do about 320 acres today, so Parker just got here, and I'm just gonna make sure that he's good to go. But
I just have dirt pushed a bit.
that's fine. Just lift your, lift your. I'll go in there. I'll lift, crank that.
Oh, I had that one. I still have this one on, so only that one.
Just lift them both up.
And I got the brackets already.
Perfect. And you got these in place. This one needs to go in all the way though.
Yeah, I know. I'm still working on that one.
Okay, good job. Up. I'll close these valves so the tires don't come down while he's driving, and then he should be good to go. Okay, you're good?
Yeah.
Auntie Heather fed you? Okay. You're good to go then?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I keep feeling that ball.
are you wanting to go for? Okay. Yeah. We just want to keep it rolling as much as possible. So.
Is he working this way or is he going?
He's going that way. So you start here and just start going, but don't do the headlands. Just start here.
I know, but is he like working his way this way? Or
no, he started here. He's just about done. Yeah, you just start. Don't do your headlands first. Just start here and do your first pass. You're good then?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go see how he's doing, and then we'll, yeah. If it spits at all, there is a bit of a system brewing. You have to quit immediately, or else this thing will pack up with mud immediately. So, you're good? A little bit too far. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. Alright, so when Daryl finishes this field, it's we will have roughly 600 acres left of soybeans to do. And yeah, there he goes. Monday he's doing some plots, and that will take longer, so I'm not expecting a great day Monday, but we'll see. The goal is that we'll be done Wednesday, everything. They are calling for rain to start Wednesday night. It'd be really nice to have everything rolled, everything done. So, but we will see. Who knows? Maybe we'll even get rain tonight. We aren't terribly dry. The beans, like, there's moisture right there. It's not far down to hit moisture, but the problem that we've been having is we've been having lots of wind, a lot of wind, and it's been really hot. So the ground has been blowing, the ground is dry, we're drying on top, and actually what we're doing right now isn't the best idea either, but it's got to get done. When you roll, it makes the ground like powder, and then it has a tendency to blow. So that's can be a bit of an issue. Some fields are blowing, some fields aren't. Kind of depends on how much trash was on there. Like kind of depends on how much stubble is on there from last year. It seems very random when I'm looking at neighbors' fields and fields around, which ones are blowing. It's nothing's really consistent in my opinion, but yeah, the light land is definitely blowing a lot more than our heavy land, that's for sure. well, that's our wrap for the week. Dylan Parker is he's gonna be quitting here soon, and he's gonna have over 100 acres rolled on that field. And Daryl just finished at 240. So yeah, we had a great week. We didn't get any of this rain. It went just south of us. So hopefully we can finish up seeding next week and get that rain. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and have yourself a good one. Hey, Molly. Good dog. Hey.